The Scorching Steppes event is happening from Friday, June 21st at 10 a.m. to Tuesday, June 25th at 8 p.m. This will be the debut of Shiny Larvesta in Pokemon Go, which is a pretty nice shiny. It will remain locked in the eggs, so I am going to go over a tip that will help you get the most amount of event eggs to give you that best chance at getting Shiny Larvesta. This tip works well for both free-to-play players and those who don't mind spending a bit of money on the game. And then we'll also go over the best Pokemon to hunt during this event. But first, let's take a quick look at the event details, starting with the bonuses, where we're going to get 2 times candy for hatching eggs, half egg hatch distance when eggs are placed into incubators during the event, and then a quarter egg hatch distance for the first 3 eggs hatched during the event using the Pokemon Go egg hatching widget, and an increased chance to encounter and hatch Shiny Slugma and Shiny Litleo. Now, Slugma and Litleo will be in field research and in the eggs, so the shiny boost will definitely apply there. There is no wild encounters for this event, but those 2 Pokemon do generally spawn in the wild. Not entirely sure if they will be shiny boosted or will just be the eggs and the field research. But speaking of the eggs, let's take a look at those hatch pools now, starting with the 2-kilometer eggs. In there, we're going to see Growlithe, Slugma, Houndour, Magby, and Larvesta. And then in the 5-kilometer eggs, we're going to see Hisui and Growlithe, Darumaka, Litwick, Larvesta, and Litleo. And then finally in the 10-kilometer eggs, we will see Larvesta, Turtonator, and Charcadet. Now, everything in those eggs except for Charcadet can be shiny. There will be field research for this event as well that will reward encounters with Slugma, Litleo, and rarer encounters for Turtonator. So that shiny boost applying to the field research here for Slugma and Litleo, as well as to their egg hatches. So if you're missing the shinies from either of those 2 Pokemon families, definitely worth a shot to go out and hunt them in the eggs or the field research during this event. There is going to be a free timed research for this event as well. It will require you to hatch eggs to complete it, but once you do, you will earn Stardust, XP, and encounters with more event-themed Pokemon. So a few more shiny checks for those event-themed Pokemon in there for you. And then finally, there is going to be Pokestop showcases for this event as well. So definitely save some of your double XL Pokemon to throw into those showcases. All right, now let's talk about the best Pokemon to hunt during this event. Definitely a fire-themed event, and fire legendaries are going to outrank pretty much anything that is out during this event. Okay, when I originally recorded this, I was talking about Ho-Oh, Shadow Ho-Oh, and Apex Shadow Ho-Oh, which may eventually be coming, and I totally forgot Mega Charizard is in raids right now and during this event. So if you need fire-type raid attackers, go after Mega Charizard. It is the #1 fire-type raid attacker as Mega Charizard Y. Also, Torchic is in the wild right now, and during the 8th anniversary event, you are going to be able to get some Mega Blaziken energy, so you can evolve Torchic into Blaziken and get some Mega energy for it, and you'll be able to have that. Also a very good fire-type raid attacker. They both do have legacy moves, Blast Burn, that they need to do their best. You can wait and evolve them during an event when you get it, but you can also keep some of the less good ones to power up a little bit right now, not a lot, so you save on Stardust and Candy, but power them up a little bit and they'll still be better than the budget type attackers. But we will talk about the budget type attackers that are out right now. There is Darmanitan from Darumaka and Chandelure from Litwick. Darmanitan ranking the highest out of those 2, but both good budget options if you need them. You can, of course, evolve Larvesta into Volcarona, but because it's locked in eggs and there is no other way to get candies for it other than walking it as your buddy, it is definitely not a budget fire-type raid attacker, and many of the legendaries outrank it by far. So Larvesta here, mainly a shiny hunt, and it does have a nice shiny, so definitely my target during this event. Now, there are a couple other good Pokemon out during this event. Houndour evolves into Houndoom, and it does have a Mega in the game, so if you don't have a good IV1 of that, definitely one to go after. It doesn't rank high as either a Fire-type or Dark-type raid attacker. However, because it has that Mega, it can boost your candy gains for both Fire types and Dark types at the same time. So definitely a good one to have in your collection. And then there is also Ceruledge and Armarouge. Both of these evolve from Charcadet. They're both decent Master League Pokemon. Armarouge does rank a little bit higher than Ceruledge, about 20 ranks higher. And Ceruledge is very similar to Chandelure. So if you're picking one to evolve and you've only got one Charcadet, keep both of those in mind. You might want to go for Armarouge if you already have a good Shadow Chandelure for Master League. All right, now for my tip on how to get and hatch as many event-themed eggs as you can during a hatch-focused event like this one. So what you're going to want to do is start right now, go into your egg inventory and incubate any eggs that are not 2-kilometer eggs. save those 2-kilometer ones, get through all the big ones, and hopefully replace them with 2-kilometer eggs. That way, when the event starts, you can quickly hatch those non-event 2-kilometer eggs, get them out of your inventory, and replace them with event eggs. Once you've replaced every non-event egg in your egg inventory, you can then go through and start hatching your low-kilometer event eggs. The goal here is to get and hatch as many event eggs as possible. That's why you're starting with the low-kilometer ones. You can get rid of them quickly and replace them with another event egg. Now, it's true you may never get to the larger ones during the event. That's totally fine. You'll have lots of time after the event is over to work your way through those event eggs. And you might be wondering, well, what about that shiny boost for, say, like Shiny Slugma or Shiny Litleo? Well, whether the Pokemon is shiny or not is decided when you get the egg. So even if you don't hatch it till after the event, that shiny boost still applies to the egg that you got during the event. And I'll add a little extra thing here. This is actually how I run my egg storage. Even when there is no egg hatch event that has been announced, I hatch the big eggs first and try to keep as many low-kilometer, that is 2-kilometer eggs, in my egg inventory as possible. That way, when a hatch event is announced, I hopefully don't have to hatch through too many 5 and 10-kilometer eggs, and my egg storage is already kind of managed and set up for a hatch event whenever it may be announced. All right, everybody, that's all the information I have for this video. I want to give a quick shout out to our mythical members, Assassin's Octopus, Body on a Planet, and Kate. Thank you so much to them for supporting the channel. If you found this video useful, consider hitting the like button, and if you haven't already, subscribing for more Pokemon Go news, tips, and live streams. Both of those things very much help out the channel, and I appreciate them a lot. If you want more Pokemon Go content right now, check out one of the videos on screen. Happy hunting. I hope you hatch yourself a Shiny Larvesta, and we'll see you in the next one, friends.
I've got something incredibly funky.